Hi guys, it's Olive. I have not been active on here because I've been healing from my recent breast augmentation surgery. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. It means so much to me. I just feel so much better now that I got my twins done. But I wanted to come on here and do a sequel to my perfume collection video. This is like bugging me. This is like set dressing, by the way. The room is a mess. I just moved. And last night I got so drunk at the GLAAD Awards that I literally we're not even gonna go there, but I did meet Meredith Marks from Salt Lake City, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which I actually cried about. But anyway, I recently made a video showing you guys my fragrance collection because I am incredibly passionate about fragrance. Perfume is like one of my favorite things in the world. I think it is an avenue of self-expression, and it's a way you can make yourself feel good, and you can feel good about yourself if your whole life is in shambles and you just feel like nothing is going right. You don't like the way you look. You don't have the things that you want to have together. If you have a fragrance that you love, that makes you feel sexy when you put it on, that makes you feel good about yourself, that can change your day. That can change your life. It sounds corny. It seems like it's not true, but it is true. Fragrance can change your life. It can be gender affirming. It can be incredibly impactful in your life. And it's something that I'm incredibly passionate about, and one day I want to have my own fragrance house. But I'm going to be showing you guys an updated fragrance collection video. Make sure to check out the original one if you're into fragrance, because I spill some scorching hot tea in that one. The first fragrance we're going to talk about, I haven't even smelled yet. It was sent to me so graciously by Noyz. This is the craziest PR package I've ever received. Take a look at what happens when you open it up. Needless to say, that's the craziest, most amazing PR package I've ever received. This is their Milk de Parfum. This is not an eau de parfum. This is a Milk de Parfum. And this is claiming to be the first of its kind. I'm really, really excited to see. 94% agree the fragrance is just as strong as the eau de parfum, and it has 15 times the scent power of a body lotion. So there's some big claims. I'm really excited. I haven't even taken it out yet. I'm really excited to see what this is going to be giving. I really wanted to experience this with you guys. This is the scent Only Human. They had asked me if I wanted to try Only Human. There's two other ones, and I thought Only Humans seemed like the best. Let me make sure my hair is right for this. So apparently this is a woody, amber, vanilla, musky, soft, spicy, powdery, sweet, floral. Those are like my favorite accords ever. Ambroxan, vanilla, cedar, pink pepper, bamboo, water lily, bergamot. This is gonna be divine. I'm really, really excited. Okay, so this is how it looks. I feel like that's a good amount. I'm just gonna put it on my arm. Run, don't walk to go buy this. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my God. And it does leave the skin looking gorgeous. It's warm, but it's fresh, musky. This is a safe blind buy. This is amazing. Highly, highly, highly recommend. I'm so glad I finally opened this on camera for you guys, because now I can incorporate this into my day-to-day. Like usually a certain type of woman comes through for me. Like I get a download of like who this is for, but like anybody could wear this. A guy could wear this. It's very sweet. It's not full-on gourmand whipped cream buttercup. It's warm, it's sexy. This is the type of thing you put behind your ears. You know what I mean? This is the type of thing that like, if I didn't have all this jewelry on, I would put this between my hands and I would put that all on my neck, on my chest, on my new boobs. This is amazing. Highly recommend this. All right, so now to the fragrances I purchased. I'm gonna tell you guys how much I spent on each of these also, because in the last video, somebody commented like all the different price points for the perfumes I mentioned, and it looked like I literally spent over $1,000 on perfume. I'm definitely not spending that much money on perfume because I'm getting stuff on sale. I'm getting things sent to me. Thank you so much, Noyz. I'm getting samples. I'm getting Scentbird. So I'm going to tell you how much I spent on each perfume just for like transparency and everything. So right now I have all my perfumes in this Lazy Susan, which has absolutely revolutionized my fragrance storage. I'm sure if you're a fragrance head, you are spotting some classics. There was something here at one point. I don't know what was supposed to be there, but something's gone. The first thing we're going to talk about is a fragrance that means so much to me, which is none other than Pink Sugar. Pink Sugar is Amazing. I wrote a very good Fragrantica forum post about it, or a review rather. Oh my god, its pink sugar is just like, it's the perfect amount of gourmand where you're not taking like to a bakery with like eggs and butter and flour. It's just kind of like the suggestion of cupcakes and sugar and cotton candy and vanilla. But it is so good. You get those red berries, you get that musk, you get that sugar. It's incredibly feminine. It's hyper feminine. It's Paris Hilton. It's light pink. It's universal in a way that's like, she's every woman. Pink sugar is like, it was always gonna happen for me. Like my fragrance journey, we were always gonna make a stop here. It was never not gonna be here. I actually found this at Ross when I first got into perfume. Like when I first got really into perfume, because I always have loved perfume, but when I got into like researching it and buying it and like learning about it, when I first got into it, I saw this at Ross and I knew this was like one of like the ones. But I had Sugarful by Michael Germain on the way, and I thought they were going to smell too similar, so I didn't go for it. If you watched the last fragrance video, you know how I feel about Sugarful by Michael Germain. I have thoughts. Anyway, this is leaps and bounds better than Sugarful. I found this, I bought this on Fragrance Net for 20 bucks, and it came with a body wash and a body lotion. I haven't used these yet. I'm waiting for a very special day to use these. I'm one of those people who like, if I get a really good like snack, I'm gonna like wait until I have like the perfect show. So I'm planning on using this on my birthday in April, but the reason I went and splurged, 20 bucks a splurge, hello, on this, which came with this that I didn't even expect that, was because I found this at TJ Maxx, the hair perfume. I'm not really sure what makes a hair perfume different from an eau de perfume or eau de toilette, because this is an eau de toilette, but it's very strong for an eau de toilette. I found this at TJ Maxx. It's like just a much weaker version of this, and I sprayed this all over this red long sleeve Affliction shirt I have. This one day I hung out with my best friend. We did a whole bunch of mushrooms, and we binge watched Heated Rivalry, so this kind of takes me to that day. That was like such a fun day. Just like so high on mushrooms, binge watching Heated Rivalry, smelling like pink sugar. It was just like one of the best days. So that's kind of my scent memory with that. When I have a scent memory, I'm always going to have that. It's always going to go back to that moment. So that's the moment pink sugar goes back to. I'm so glad I have the whole collection with the matching blush. If you listened to my song Celebrity Fragrance, I do mention this. I say spray some pink sugar on the crotch of my thong. So if you have some pink sugar, spray that shit on the crotch of your thong. Thank you. The next fragrance we are going to talk about is Vanilla Musk by Namat. I got this for Christmas. I believe it's 60 bucks. I had in high school the oil version. I still have it somewhere in here. The oil version of this, and I would put so much of it on every day when I was a senior in high school that my chest would glisten. This is amazing. This to me is photorealistic vanilla ice cream with the black specks in it. That's exactly what this smells like. I have made quite a dent in this, and that's because I could not smell it when I first got it. When I first got it, I could not smell it at all. So I was using a bunch of it trying to get it to smell. It just needed to macerate a little bit. So if you get this, don't be discouraged if it doesn't smell amazing right off the bat, or it doesn't smell like anything right off the bat, because it needs a little bit of time to macerate. The only notes are vanilla, musk, and cake, but I get a vanilla ice cream. I don't really get cake. I get gourmand. It's definitely gourmand. It's like a musky gourmand. It's a classic musky gourmand. Doesn't morph a whole lot on the skin, but it's amazing and definitely worth the $60. The next one I also got for Christmas is Simply Belle by Exceptional Parfums. I was actually wearing this in the first perfume video. I got a sample of this when I bought Portrait of a Lady. It's delicious. Fragrance Net sends you samples of this because it's like super universal. To me, this reminds me of Helen Rubinstein and Elizabeth Arden, because I was listening to the book War Paint when I was wearing this from the sample. I would take a bath and I would put this on, and it just is like powdery, aquatic, fresh, floral, musky. It's very vintage to me. It's very Elizabeth Arden. It feels like a baby pink Cadillac or big bouquets of Lily of the Valley. It's classy. It's not overbearing. It's fresh. It's powdery. It smells like dry shampoo. Oh, it's just so, it's literally so like, this is one of my favorite perfumes ever, which it's not expensive at all. I believe this is $35. I could see it being a little old lady. I don't mind smelling like an old lady. I like old lady smells. I'm trying to get into aldehydes also. This almost has aldehydes in it, almost. But if you guys have any aldehyde recommendations, please drop them below. I really want to get a nice aldehyde. This is what I expected Chanel No. 5 to smell like. And I actually do love vintage Chanel No. 5. I smelled a vintage bottle. It was amazing. Love vintage Chanel No. 5. Current Chanel No. 5 smells like a poopy diaper, but... Next up is Cow by Zoologist. I smelled this at the Scent Room in Larchmont, which is an amazing store in California. You can buy these samples. I have so many of them right now. You can buy these little samples of the perfumes they have for $12. You get that much, which seems kind of like crazy. Like that seems overpriced, but that's a lot of perfume, and it's great to try because the perfumes there are like between like $200 and $500. So you definitely want to smell it for a while to see if you like it. So that's where I found out about Zoologist perfumes, and I got a sample of Cow, and I just loved it. And I wanted a full bottle, but they were sold out of full bottles. They only had the travel size, and I said, okay, I'll get a travel size. This was $50. I'm so sorry I made that noise, you guys. In the top notes, you get that green apple, you get that green grass, you get that dewy outside smell, but then it morphs into a very lactonic skin scent, a similarity to Only Human in the kind of natural musky vibe, but this is distinctly milky and refreshing. It's like, I never did this, but like some people drink like milk with like ice in it, like in a glass with ice. This is like almost like that. It's like really lactonic, but really fresh, refreshing, but indulgent. It's not a gourmand because it's not incredibly sweet, even though there's green apple and milk, which I guess are both foods, so I guess maybe it could technically be a gourmand. I wouldn't say it's a gourmand though, because you don't get transported to this place. You don't go to swirly pink lollipops. You go to fresh, sexy, nice, very unisex. I would love this on a guy. I actually have never worn this in drag. I've only worn this as a boy. This smells great, like mixed with my skin chemistry. It's like super musky and really nice. It smells good on clothes too. Like I will say, vanilla musk, you can't smell it on your clothes. You have to spray this on your skin. This you can smell on your clothes. The first time I went to the scent room, I was on a date with this guy who literally did not ask me one single question about myself. He was so annoying. Just like so full of himself. Like I kept asking him questions about himself. I guess he thought it was an interview. I'm not sure. And he was like, oh, I don't like skin scents. Fags, whatever. This is my problem is I go for the faggies. I go for the faggy little gay boys. You know what I mean? I need to start going for like older, like hot guys. This is not a skin scent. It has a moderate amount of projection. It's really good. Couldn't recommend it enough. All of these that I've reviewed so far are, except for Pink Sugar, I would say, all these are safe blind buys for pretty much anybody. Speaking of zoologists, the recent time I went to the scent room with my friend Pamela, which was like such a essential pilgrimage, us going to the scent room together, it was so amazing. I bought Civet, a sample of Civet. If you are unfamiliar with Civet, let me go on the tangent. Everyone who is like a fragrance head knows what Civet is, and everyone who talks about fragrance has their moment where they talk about Civet, but let me just have my moment, okay? I just want to talk about it, okay? Let me just have my moment. This is my I made it moment. I'm talking about Civet in a video. So Civet is a fragrance ingredient that is banned. It was banned in the 1970s by the International Fragrance Association. The reason it was banned is because it is derived from the obsidian civet cat, which is not technically a cat, but it is a tropical mammal that for centuries has been used in perfume. Basically, the cat would be confined in a sort of cage-like thing, and then it would be whipped, and then from it getting whipped, it would get angry, and it would hiss, and it would release a anal gland secretion that was incredibly potent, incredibly fecal smelling. But when used in fragrance, when the tiniest bit is used in a floral fragrance, it brings everything together like a symphony. It has a very interesting effect on fragrance. It was used in the original Chanel No. 5. It was used widely, and it was banned by the International Fragrance Association because it's cruel, it's unnecessary, it's torture, and it's completely, I know I already said it's unnecessary, it's completely unnecessary to abuse and torture animals so that you can smell good. But Zoologist perfumes, they honored the civet cat by creating this perfume that is not only inspired by the habitat of the animal, which they do for all the different animals they have perfumes inspired by. I don't know if I mentioned that Zoologist every perfume is inspired by an animal, but they kind of use that to influence the fragrance. So this has a lot of notes, and that's something that I think is really cool about Zoologist, is that they put an immense amount of thought into their perfumes, because the older perfumes that used Civet would have like a ton of notes. Like if you look at Youth Dew by Estee Lauder, which used Civet, ton of notes. And this is inspired by perfumes that used Civet in their perfumes. So it's inspired by the habitat of the animal, the smell of the anal gland secretion of the animal, and the perfumes that once used it. So it's a bold, animalic, Coca-Cola fizzy soda quality, vintage stores. It smells like mink fur coats, old-timey soda shop, soda fountains. There's coffee in here, which is really interesting because civet cats are also used for coffee manufacturing. They are force-fed coffee cherries, then they shit them out, and then the coffee cherry shit is then used to make coffee. So the rear end of that animal is just really getting milked dry for all the financial benefits that humans can. I don't know why we're so obsessed with the ass of this animal, but whatever. I want to talk about two more from the scent room very briefly. I went into the scent room and I said, I want a sugar bomb. I want vanilla cupcakes. I want an offensively feminine sugar bomb. And they said, baby, evasion bonbon. This is a headache, but I love it. It's a chemically marshmallow baby pink dream. It is Starbursts, pink Monster energy drinks, big fluffy marshmallows. I'm getting a sugar high just talking about it. Absolute sugar bomb. Absolutely in need if you're a gourmand fiend. Evasion bonbon is top tier. Another one I got there was Siren and Sailors. This is inspired by Amy Winehouse. This is a boozy vanilla rose woody. The people working there were like, this one's kind of controversial because it has like boozy notes in it. A lot of perfumes with vanilla are kind of boozy, but because it's inspired by Amy Winehouse, you can actually find what perfumes Amy wore when she was alive. She had some favorite perfumes. They weren't very expensive. I've always wanted to smell them. I think Amy would want to be remembered smelling a little bit like alcohol. I think it's part of her story. I think it's part of her legacy. I think we failed her as people. I think we don't talk enough about how much her eating disorder played a part in her death. We don't talk enough about how the paparazzi played a part in her death. We don't talk about any of that. We just try to blame it all on drugs and alcohol. And of course, those are awful things that she was plagued by. Those were demons that she had to fight. But I don't think putting a little boozy smell in the perfume that's inspired by her is an issue. It smells amazing. The next one we're going to talk about is a classic. I had to get this. Much like Pink Sugar, this one was always going to happen. It was always going to happen. This started for me a long time ago. This is none other than Victoria's Secret Love Spell. So this started for me when I made my Mean Friend in 2007 ASMR video. When that blew up and my entire life changed, somebody commented, she smells like cigarettes and Love Spell. And I remember thinking like, that was so iconic. And I'd kind of heard of Love Spell being this kind of like quintessential late 2000s thing. And I've heard before that like it transports people to like the locker room because like girls would like go ham spraying it. I just always had in my mind just the idea of Victoria's Secret Love Spell. And one day I just said, I want to fucking buy it. So I bought it. It was $20. It's not a fragrance profile that I go for. It's very fruity, very fresh. Pink Sugar is fruity because it has cherries and berries. Cow is fruity because it has apple. But this is fruity in the sense that it smells like fruit punch. Like it smells like Hawaiian punch. There's a coolingness to this. Also, this atomizer, this is just too much. This is what the Mean Friend in 2007 girl, she would smell like cigarettes in this. Like this is just like, it just is what it is. It's incredibly cooling too. There's like a mintiness that I pick up on. It's not very complex. It's fruity. It's Hawaiian punch. Cherry blossom, so it gets it's that trashy girl Japanese cherry blossom Bath and Body Works smell. This is great because a problem I have is I give myself away too much. I give 100% to things and opportunities and people that don't really deserve it. I'll show up somewhere doused in one of my nice fancy perfumes and they didn't fucking deserve my nice fancy perfume. They deserve Love Spell. So when I do a chicken shit gig, next chicken shit gig I do, where they don't deserve me, I'm not getting paid enough, I'm there for some reason, You better believe I'm doing VS Love Spell. A similar bottle design, I have Guess Bella Vita. The marketing worked on me. I bought this because of the Aisha erotica song La Bella Vita. This was only $8 at Ross. It's a little masculine to me. It's a sweet gourmand vanilla, but something about it is kind of mask. I don't know what it is. It's almost like a girl after a steamy makeout session with a little bit of the guy's cologne on her. It smells like the mall, like a really nice trip to the mall. That is the best atomizer also. Tuscan. Tuscan houses. Maybe I'm just brain rot and I'm like used to Evasion Bonbon and Pink Sugar being like my association with like feminine fragrance profiles, but I feel like this is a little bit masculine. It's like unisex leaning feminine, but it has a touch of masculinity in it. And I think all gorgeous women have a touch of masculinity to them. I think that was one of the things that was so captivating about Marilyn Monroe, was that she had a kind of like boyish, almost like bachelor, like swanky, kind of like, you know what I mean? Bachelor kind of thing to her. And this kind of has that too. Thank you guys so much for watching my updated perfume collection video. Since I'm about to go out the door, I'm going to reapply again. I'm going to put on my Guess Bella Vita. That should be enough. All right. Oh my God, I'm tasting it. Ah! No! Ew. Jesus fucking Christ. I love you guys. Leave me your fragrance recommendations below. Let me know if you want to make more perfume videos. Thank you again so much to Noyz for sending me the Only Human Milk de Perfume. Highly recommend. Make sure you run, don't walk to buy that. Not sponsored, just very grateful. I love you guys. Bye.